What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another late night, another installment into the Epic Catalog. This time, we're in the 70s, right at the end, so not so far from the Blues Brothers. We're going to 1979, The Warriors by Walter Hill. This isn't the first picture we have seen from Walter Hill. I have seen Hard Times with Charles Bronson. That was a great film. It will be somewhere up here. But going into this film, there's almost no context. I don't really know what it's about besides it being a gang film. I think it is quite influential in terms of game design or whatever have you. I have seen, the very famous poster, just lying about in the internet. So I'm very excited to actually get into the film and to see what Walter Hill, he has a very impressive resume in terms of his film catalog. So just to enter into his, catalog, I'm quite excited. But without any further delay into your beautiful day, we're going to get into this picture because, Captain, we are Ego.
1,000 miles from safety, 1,000 miles from the sea, 1,000 miles with enemies on all sides. Theirs was a story of a desperate forced march. Theirs was a story of courage.
Comic panels. I'm assuming we're going to see a repeat of this, this battle. One thing I just particularly really enjoy is nighttime cinematography, specifically with a Kodak type of film. It reminds me a lot of like Michael Mann's film Thief with James Caan.
We ain't even been to the Bronx before. No sweat. This conclave is going to be a real big item. Every gang in the city's going to be there.
Oh, I do suppose all of this takes place in one night. And I like sort of, how the Wonder Wheel is the sort of pivoting point. Everything pivots around the Wonder Wheel.
Going in there with nothing. We're going in there like everybody else. 9 guys, no weapons.
9 guys, no weapons. Well, they have something everybody else doesn't have. A very cool vest.
I want you to hit everything in sight. I want everybody to know the Warriors were there.
So their thing is their weapon, or their sort of signature is their spray paint cans. I like that everybody's also taking the train. It's it's pretty cool. Everybody's taking the same train system. We see the entire map. Everybody's heading one way.
What do you know about Cyrus? Magic. Whole lot of magic. What do you know about Cyrus?
He's the one and only.
Okay, this Cyrus seems like a big deal. I hope it's gonna end in, well, I know it's probably gonna end in a huge climax, but in a comic books fashion, I guess. I suppose that was him, Cyrus, the one in the green sort of jacket.
I say the future is ours! If you can count.
If you can count, the future is ours. Cryptic.
And miracles is the way things ought to be.
Well, it is a miracle. I suppose there are rivalries.
Now, there ain't but 20,000 police in the whole town. Can you dig it?
Okay, so I understand what he's getting at. If you can count, count how many we are if we're united against them.
Nothing would move without us allowing it to happen. You can tax the crime syndicates, the police, because we got the streets, suckers! Can you dig it?
Can you dig it? I wonder whether this is where Dwayne Johnson got his famous line.
Secure our territory. secure our turf. Because it's all our turf.
This guy wants to skip past turf war, well, unite the turfs, and go against authority. At least that's what I'm understanding so far. What a great shot. Kind of reminds me of a Roman Polanski shot. Like how the camera tracks while one item is just going from one person to another. Okay, which gang was that? It's mayhem now. All of them are, you know, likely suspects to the cops. I feel sad because you can even see the confusion and the sort of how scared they are because they're still children.
Come on, move it! Is Cleon all right?
I think he's up there.
Are you sure?
No. Come on, move it!
And just as they mentioned standing over Cyrus's body, clearly they didn't do any weapons check properly.
Warriors did it! Warriors did it!
Whoa, he can handle his own, but they jump so quickly to blame him and his gang. Well, an appropriate hiding spot, I guess, is a cemetery. Nobody wants to look for dead men.
Yeah, real simple. Except that every cop in this city's looking to bust our heads.
We got something else to think about.
Yeah, what?
The truce. Is it still on?
If it ain't, we're gonna have to bop our way back.
Well, and they have a member that's behind.
If you get separated, make it to the platform at Union Square. That's where we change trains.
I only got one question.
What makes you in command?
Who named you leader?
Right.
Maybe we ought to talk about this later, huh?
Oh, what's wrong with right now? I want to be warlord.
Warlord. What a title. And they cannot be divided against themselves, otherwise they'll never stand. A big W for warriors or win. Oh, that's cool. Interesting, how would you say that? Transition device. The Cornetto trilogy, whatever the director's name is, like how he is so creative with his transition devices. Kind of just reminds me of that.
I want them alive if possible, if not wasted. But I want them.
Indefinitely, Cyrus's death is now blamed on the warriors, and now their heads are wanted.
It's a special for the warriors. That's that real live bunch from Coney, and I do mean the warriors.
You're kidding me. John Wick 4 took that, or at least was influenced that. That's a carbon copy. Wait a minute. This entire plot line, warriors running, John Wick running, it's John Wick 4.
Hoping soon that I'll forget when I look in the mirror to comb my hair.
There's even a New York Yankee gang, just all in uniform. The eclectic type of gangs there are.
Be looking good, warriors. All the way back to Coney. You hear me, babies? Good. Real good. Adios.
Adios. And this also, you know, now I remember the director, Edgar Wright. Obviously, Baby Driver got influenced by this film because it's also a running film. Wow. That is scary. It's almost like they're patrolling as if they were an equal authority to the cops. they have to haul butt. Oh, he's a troublemaker, him. Oh, they better hope the subway, the train doors close on time. They're elated that they got. You guys would have to sort of educate me. Was this a version, or did this sort of happen at the time within Brooklyn, Coney Island, New York? Was there such types of gang cultures in the 70s or 80s?
It's alright, nobody can read these maps anyway.
Hey, forget it then. What's the difference? We're home free.
Kind of exemplifies turf wars. Like, none of them even go to each other's turfs through the train.
Yeah, they deserve it. And we will. But take care of yourself. We set? We're set all right.
It's just adding oil to the fire. I suppose they're not even going to pay for these, chocolate bars.
You afraid the Warriors gonna shoot their mouths off before they get racked? Yeah, right, I'm worried. I just don't want the rifts down on my head. Sweat, they're looking for the Warriors, remember?
Think, it's right behind you.
Orphans. So far down, they ain't even on the map. Real low class.
Numbers.
Full strength, maybe 30.
30's a lot more than 8.
Not if they're wimps. And I'm sick of this running crap.
Wow, they're even profiling. That's sort of the fun of it. Gangs profile other gangs. Which one is a threat? Which one they can just mow over?
I'm gonna see what I can do. When did you turn into a diplomat?
Yeah, you ain't exactly the State Department type.
Fox, you come with me.
Well, you sort of have to be diplomatic unless you want to get wasted very quickly. Everybody's just scouting for your gang.
You think the orphans ain't well known?
We didn't say that.
Well, we got a heavy rep. You mess with us and you'll find that out.
Why are they called the orphans? Just because each one of them gang members are probably orphans.
The orphans, right?
Yeah, our youth worker, she talks about you guys all the time.
We ain't got one. Take your colors off, you can walk through.
We don't do that.
It's just our mark, it don't mean we're at war. You go as civilians, okay? You go as soldiers, I gotta come down on you. Now take off your colors.
Well, kind of makes sense, but at the same time, there's some type of integrity and loyalty to the vests. Probably they won't give it up. Oh, that's a lot of orphans. Appropriate diversion, and it was quite simple. Quite simple. The orphans were scared off, had a huge battalion. I like that. That's kind of cool. They're going from literally one train station to another. First there's a fire. Now they're in this one. They're getting through different gangs, different turf. Very interesting.
So small time click ran into them. The orphans.
They're not on our network.
They rumble anyway. They got wasted.
They, well, technically didn't get wasted. Not in the network. Seems like the Continental or something. Like there's an organization.
How come you're so happy about this? I'm having a good time. Let's go!
He is having a good time. I guess the octane, the high energy, the danger, the risk. It's appealing.
Go! Where we going? Go! Go!
Well, police are looking for every gang. I should have known that the footstep meant authority. Well, it's fascinating because I feel myself as an audience, I'm sort of rooting for the warriors, but in all reality, they're criminals. Like, they just assaulted a police officer. If they ever get caught, they're going to jail. Oh no. Hopefully one doesn't go into the track. And then there were 7.
What about the others? We gotta go, man. We gotta go. Keep back! Keep back!
But, what's the but? Great, now the gang is divided. All they have is a meeting point at Union Square, and now they have to go through the baseball furies. I would also suppose, in a certain extent, this film probably also is inspired by A Clockwork Orange. At least the beginning portion where, you know, they are wreaking havoc. It seems to be more of an escape running film than anything. And sort of the brilliance of it is all the music that is being played sort of has this didactic and non-didactic element where we know there's somebody playing it over the radio. Oh no. Now it's everybody against him. All the wimps. Quote unquote. Well, using a baseball bat can sort of be telegraphed. See, in this case, I don't think they'll even use the bats as weapons for future trekking, because it's not part of their identity or image.
Shit, I figured they were wimps.
And I was proven just wrong. They're using it.
Our friends are on second base and trying to make it all the way home. But the inside word is that the odds are against them. Stay tuned, bombers. Stay tuned.
What great writing. Let's see when they go for the home run.
Better go back and look out for them.
You saved my back there. I owe him.
Okay, I'll go look for the others.
Wow, now it's even more divided. Now the warlord is all by himself.
Come on, lady.
Oh, he got busted big time. Well, this means huge jail time. And hopefully for the other 2 coming, they see that.
You lost.
Oh, if only he broke out of the bench in time, but it's a strong bench, and the cops were going to come anyway.
Wimp.
Boy, everybody's a wimp to him, even the cops. And then there were 6.
Now look, if you still want to get to Union Square, I can show you where to grab the train.
Okay. Come on.
Alright, so now there's a real need for both of them to be together, but she did want a vest to begin with, so it's not out of the blue that she has now a jacket. You're kidding me. Wow. So like if they get to Coney Island, that does not mean they're safe necessarily. Or probably they're in good terms with the cops there as well.
Chicks like you always got dudes around.
They took the night off. Went up to the Bronx. Don't worry about them. They're lame. Real crippled.
They always have to, second guess. Or is this a trap? Because, well, the lady at the park bench, well, she was a cop.
You know, y'all the first friendly faces we seen all night.
Hey, that's the way we are. Let's party a little, get something going.
Well, unless they are a gang onto themselves. Oh, they're planning to do something. They're planning to kill them. Oh, you can't trust anyone. I like this, you know, sort of this, very similar to American Graffiti. There's the justification for music being played.
We're not gonna be able to make it back. We're gonna make it back. We came this far and we're gonna go the rest of the way.
It's ironic he got shot because he didn't want to stay. I wonder whether Swan already knows someone is following him and then just jump him on the side.
Cops got Ajax. We don't know about Swan.
Oh, Jesus. Are you sure about Ajax?
Real sure.
Real sure. They should have been asked, where'd you get the bats from?
But now they know I know it.
Well, what are you gonna do?
Oh, they're no match. They're wimps, to use Ajax's words. How funny is that? They even have a small, like, arcade center in the subway. I suppose, due to the switchblade and the skates, he is sort of the warlord. But they'll probably jump them from behind. Oh, smart. At least they use the can wisely. Well, the Warriors are holding their own, except they're being battered. Even in Union Square, I guess they're still not in their quote-unquote turf yet.
So far, nothing. But we've got somebody here you ought to talk to. He says he saw who shot Cyrus.
Okay. I was wondering, like, what was happening while everything was going on. The head honcho that's after Cyrus, what are they gonna do? And okay, here it makes sense that somebody is going to, you know, say, okay, it was not the Warriors, leave them be. You know, a lady who's on the radio will probably give a signal, everyone lay off them. Oh, it's strange seeing, you know, normal civilians for a change. Oh, just the way they look at them. Seems like they're the underbelly, unwanted, you know, people of New York. When she opens her eyes, it's all back to, you know, where she is, her current state. And it's funny though, those flowers, or there's a specific name for it, but it just fell off, like almost, I don't even know, but there's a meaning to that, almost like their class was left behind or something. That's the first thing I thought of.
I just hate seeing anything go to waste.
Even amongst their own clothing, it's probably the purest thing, most like it's completely stands out. Okay, finally on home turf. Now, at what point are they free? Ironically, the very accusers are here following them. Makeshift weapons. Fantastic.
Come out to play, warriors.
Why do they seem afraid? It's just 3 bottles hitting each other.
Everybody packed?
Yeah.
All of you stay behind me. I'm gonna take them out to the sand.
Well, probably that's why they are, is because it's a worthy opponent. Seems like they're equally matched.
When we see the ocean, we figure we're home. We're safe.
This time you got it wrong.
Why'd you do it? Why'd you waste Cyrus?
I was wondering the same question. Why?
One-on-one? You're crazy. You're dead.
Well, he just likes doing it.
You're dead.
SWAT!
Wait, if he stabbed him, if he swiped his arm, where did the shot go? Well, the informant probably, informed them who killed Cyrus, and now justice will be served.
No. No. It wasn't us. It was them. Warriors.
Some people just like to watch the world burn, as so Joker said. Oh, they're gone. They're in trouble.
Now, for that group out there that had such a hard time getting home, sorry about that. I guess the only thing we can do is play you a song.
Play you a song. Hopefully it's about forgiveness.
Out beyond the neon lights.
Yeah, new beginning. It's home. Finally they feel safe in the waters.
It's survival in the city.
Alright, the end. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Thoughts. Very well contained film, obviously done throughout one night. It's an escape film of a wrongly accused gang, within a very interesting sort of structure. How the gangs show up, all the different types of eclectic gangs, all the set pieces. I can only imagine how much this film has influenced others, namely, as I had mentioned, John Wick 4, because I had recently watched that about 2 weeks ago, and I hadn't known of this reference till now, but it's a great film, and probably at the time, 1979, I must find the assumption correct that this was probably had some type of social commentary at the time. I don't think it's just made randomly. And obviously because this is adapted from a novel, so even the author, probably the original source material, probably has some type of social commentary. But it was fun. It was fun to see, I still think the Warriors jacket, the vest is they probably have the coolest uniform. Sort of the entire reason for why they're running about killing Cyrus was sort of quick, but it's beside the point. It's really all the hurdles that they go through, the one-track train system that they're completely reliant on, how they have to get there, and how each one of these members, finally they end up, being 7, but the original 3 members, how they just, unfortunately, they're gone, and sort of the life they have to live, and how important a truce is amongst all the turfs, amongst all the gangs. Yeah, that it's interesting. This is the second Walter Hill film, and you know the similarities between the two films, extremely gritty, a lot of violence. The first one, Hard Times, is a lot more quiet of a film, but still there's that brute energy to it, and I can only as well assume that Walter Hill probably is credited in a lot of films as sort of this inspiration model. But great film, great 70s film that led into the 80s and the Blue Brothers 1980s. But yeah, let me know what you think. What did you think about the film? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Do you have any personal experience with the film, having watched it? The aftermath, I'm interested. I'm very interested in sort of the mythology and the myth and the legend of this film. And until I see you in the next picture, stay safe. Ride the subway. It's completely safe. And yeah, have a grand time, my friend.
What's up, you cinephiles? Thank you very much for making it to the very end. Me and Big Willie don't take that for granted. We really appreciate you. Now, if you'd like to show your support to us, you know what you can do up here. You can smash that button, really just smash it. And you know, if you would like to check out some more content, they're all curated by days up over here and playlists. So, you know what? We hope you're having a great day. Don't crumble and just continue to smile and be a good bastion of cinema.